things. What's up? It is WTF Wednesday. Karen Show here, just kicking it live. It's Wednesday, 18, 19, 18, March 20. Yeah, they want the mullahs out. Iran has been attacking Qatar and other parts of the Middle East along the Gulf Coast, and they are not going to tolerate all of this crazy 3,500-year-old grievance bull crap that is keeping them in a state of emergency, and they don't need to be. We're also going to talk about the high gas prices. Yeah. I know. Here we go. And some let's talk about Qatar first and the Iran thing and how people are freaking out about what is going on in Iran. And I understand it. I kind of do. Because people are so you have to go back to when the president said, yeah, we're not going to start any new wars. We're going to start the with the Abraham Accords. So that was the precursor. But now Trump has formed the Board of Peace, and he has initiated different Middle Eastern countries to sign on to this Board of Peace, because that is the ultimate goal. But to obtain this peace, it's like prophecy, bro. We are living in the end times anyway, so let's just let it roll. With peace, it's not some freaking Dalai Lama walking around. Everybody, love everybody. Yoga, namaste. That's not what that shit is. Because people don't want peace. If you ever want a good movie suggestion, I encourage you to watch the movie Lord of War with Nicolas Cage. That's, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 years old now. I don't know. It's maybe 2000. Peace, you will have a period of war and conflict. There's no getting around it. You're not going to have people walking around in freaking robes, peace to you, and everybody's just going to act right. That's not how this goes. It's too many military contractors, too many foreign leaders and heads of state to drag people into peace, kicking and screaming sometimes, because they don't really know that they should have it. America, for one, has gotten used to this apathetic state of being, I guess, where, you know, chivalry is second wave, third wave, fourth wave feminazism. I don't know. But these psycho females had dudes just completely not wanting to participate with them, because if they walked by them too close and breathed too hard, it's a rape charge. So I don't blame them for that. But anyway, American citizens have become really apathetic. And let me get back to the Qatari thing and the peace through strength and what President Trump is doing. He has more intelligence than we do. He has more access to top level secret clearance information, Q clearance, as it were, that we don't have. What's up, Charlie P? How you doing, love? What's up? Thank you for hanging out with us for a little while. So peace through strength. You don't get diamonds by just walking into a jewelry store. I mean, you can, but the process by which the earth produces diamonds is under extreme pressure. That's just the way it is. So that's peace. If you want the diamond of peace, you're going to have to do some things. Now back to Iran and why this whole thing is taking place. What, just a few of the reasons. We don't have to do a deep dive into the geopolitical aspect, but just to give a little bit of background, Iran has been a labeled state sponsor of terror for years. And the very fact that domestic politicians have continued to just shovel money at them every single year, just give them more money, they'll be quiet for a little while, they'll stop, because they come to people and they threaten them with all this violence and chopping heads off and burning people alive and all of these crazy things, because these are backward 7th century crazy people. So they are still living in the past. However, they actually live very well. If you look at the wealth of the Ayatollah's son, I think the president mentioned he might not be here anymore. This dude was living very freaking well in a beautiful millions of dollars for his United Kingdom home. So he wasn't living somewhere in a freaking cave out in the desert. He was living very well in the United Kingdom, multi-millionaire, had plenty of money, but, wages these wars against people. And his dad, who was neutralized under Operation Epic Fury, he also lived very well. Now, what's up, Diddy girl? How you doing, darling? Welcome. Post up. Let me know you're in here and where you at, what you doing. So these Iranians have been threatening people. They've been threatening countries. They've been threatening us. They've been threatening everybody for years. My God, they're the ones who took the hostages back in the early 80s, I think it was, late 80s, from the Olympics. I gotta read the history on that, but they kept these people hostage. It was called the Iranian hostage crisis. It lasted for 444 freaking days. They kept these people, and it was very public. Apparently, it was like because there were only a few channels on TV during that time, and it was like, it was the news of the day. People were just glued to their TV to see how the hostages were doing every day. These Iranian mullahs and these rebels had these people hostage for over a year. Nebraska, what's up? Oh, cool. I'm so glad to see you. I like Nebraska. You guys are cool. In fact, I got a Cornhuskers t-shirt going through there. So Nebraska's really cool. Please do not allow Californians to come there. Do not allow any Californians to come to Nebraska and screw it up like they did Colorado. Don't let them in. Just at the border of Nebraska, check IDs, do something. If you see a California license plate, tell the state patrol to pull their monkey ass over and send them right back with all this shit back to the mess that they just left. Yeah, don't let them in your state. Don't I'm a witness. They come in and they destroy everything that has life. I'm telling you, spread the word. Spread the word. Tell your local sheriff, you see a California license, pull them over and get them out. Get them out. Back to Qatar. And I was talking about the Iranian hostage crisis and how horrible that was. So back then, even these people have been, you want to talk about a genocide? Because, all these idiots want to only talk about Palestine. That's all they want to talk about when you think of genocide, and they want to blame Israel for every fucking thing. Dude, the Iranian mullahs over the last 2 months have shot and killed, or, however they've done it, 30,000 of their own people just for protesting against them. What? You don't want your head chopped off because the wind blew your hijab off your head? Bitch. And they'll just kill you. It's already crawling with the illegals. Jesus, help us, Lord. How did they get to Nebraska? They dumped them there too, huh? Them bastards are like roaches. They don't leave. They don't want to leave. You turn a light on and they scatter every freaking where. It's disgusting. Anyway, you know my stance on that. Not changing it. So the people are sick of this horrifying treatment. That people are sick of this. They have dealt with it for years. I am seeing the videos on X and mostly X. X is where the news is. YouTube is stupid. TikTok stupid. They're all stupid. All the news is on X. So I'm seeing videos and posts by Persians, the actual Persian people. Some of them even live in the Iranian area right now in Iran and parts of Iran, and they are linking to Starlink and they're getting their messages out. Or even the Persians in America have been celebrating what President Trump has and our military has accomplished, and getting these evil individuals out of the country and out of power. But white liberal crazy people are still showing up protesting in support of the fucking mullahs. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. Just anything against what is right is what they support. Just look for it. Anything that is right and what God would want. The Democrats and the Marxist communists are exact opposite. They will do exact opposite. It doesn't matter what it is. So Qatar, let's just get to that. I will find it here because I saw it on X, and they are not playing with these people. They want them out. And El Jacobi on X, I believe, posted this a few hours ago. Qatar has declared Iranian military and security officials persona non grata, ordering them to leave the Gulf nation within 24 hours. I do not read or speak Arabic, but there it is. 2026, 18 March. Basically, this is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for the for Qatar, and all of this says get the fuck out, and you got 24 hours to do it. And thank you, sir. I do not read or speak Arabic, but that is what that says. Basically, get your monkey ass and get your sheets and you and all of your everything and get out. We don't want you here. You're bad for business. See, they have they meaning the this was God 2 weeks ago, week ago. They have been attacking the Gulf states, the Gold Coast. They have been attacking these countries, Oman, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar. They've been attacking Abu Dhabi, Bahrain. They have been attacking countries that have nothing to do with this, and they want nothing to do with it. Do you know why? Because these are very wealthy countries. Even the police drive Lambos, dude. I watch these real estate shows. It's like my thing to get away from the politics of it all. And I watch Selling Dubai or something to that effect. And these people just live opulent lives. Why? They live in absolute luxury. And it's a predominantly these are predominantly Muslim countries. This is the Middle East. But they have relaxed some of the more traditional requirements of the Quran and the Surah to bring business and to bring people to their countries for vacation spots. My God, the Palm in Dubai, simply gorgeous. It's just beautiful. The Crown Prince, they told him, he had this vision. There was nothing out there but sand and the sea. And the Crown Prince looked out into nothing and just had this vision of what he wanted this to be. And they told him it's an engineering impossibility. You can't do this. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's see. Is it this one? Let me see. It's like I don't want Expedia. The hell? Is it this one? I'm trying to find it because it's absolutely it's not going to show me what I want. So I'm looking for this because I want you to see how there it is. I think this is it. This place is absolutely amazing. And dang, why won't it give me the pictures I want? Okay, no, I don't want trip.com. Okay, this might be it. Sorry. . Well, okay. Let me see if I can pull it up like this. Good grief. They want to show you advertisements all over the place. So sorry about that. But check this out. I know most of you have seen this, but this is in Dubai in the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. This is Palm Island. And this, they told the crown prince, you can't do this. There's no way that you can build residences out in the ocean. And he said, I don't care what it costs. Don't tell me that I can't do it, because then I'm going to do it. And it's, look at this. Look at this. It's a city. All of this around here, it is a city. And all of these beautiful things, these extensions that you see off of the port over here, these are homes. These are homes. All of these are homes. There's shopping, there's a hospital, there's the Atlantis Resort right here. It's simply gorgeous. It's why the hell? Why the hell can you? Oh yeah, you can see it. Sorry. Looking at that. Wait a minute. Sorry. Hold on. Let me find the other one. Sorry. Good grief. There we go. Uh-huh. That's the one I wanted to show you. Is it letting me do it? Oh, this is gonna make me mad. Okay. I already did that. Yeah, visit the site. Dude. There we go. Okay, that's what I wanted to show you. Oh my God, it's not doing it. Sorry. This is really getting on my nerves. I have to stop sharing here. I'm going to get this right. Clearly, I'm out of practice. So my apologies. This is what I want to show you. Jeez. Let me make sure I'm doing it right. There you go. Okay. Gosh. This is the Palm Island. And like right over here is Atlantis. There's shopping, there's hotels, there's hospital, there's doctor's offices, gyms, grocery stores, anything you want. So you really don't have to leave this big area. This is beautiful. This is luxury. These are all luxury residences here. They don't want any 7th, 8th century bullshit. They don't want to deal with 3,500-year-old grievances. These people live very, very well. They are protected. They don't worry about any type of incursions from crazy people out in the Middle East. And pretty much everybody who lives here is freaking loaded. They're rich. They don't follow. And these people are Muslim as well, but they're not. They have like put all of the craziness somewhere else. And they're like, look, we're trying to make money and we're trying to live good. Yeah, no riffraff. Thank you. No riffraff. No, you want to do that bullshit. You want to, you want to be on that shit. Go somewhere else. Don't come here. Because in fact, you can't even go there if you don't have any money, because you can't stay nowhere. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's a beautiful place. They also, this place is there in the same spot, and it is magnificent. No, I did not say what the hell? I cannot budget. What, are you kidding me? I did not type that in. Period. I do what I ask you to do. It's just despicable. It is the tallest building in the world, I do believe. And it is in the same spot as the place I just showed you. This is, I'm going to share it so you can see it, the Burj Khalifa. And I watched a documentary on it. That is the Burj Khalifa. And my God, is it beautiful. It is just stunning from top to bottom. And this is part of what I just showed you, Palm Island in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. Does this look like a Middle Eastern wasteland to you? No. These people live very well. They don't want all the riffraff. They don't want all the bullshit. You like Diddy Girl said, keep your riffraff somewhere else. They will haul your ass somewhere that you don't want to be. Anyway, they don't want to deal with all of that. They don't want to deal with the crazy grievances. They don't want to deal with the crap. They just want to live well. They are very wealthy people, and they don't have time for your fucking bullshit. They don't want to deal with it. Okay? They want to live well. They are rich and place. It's great climate, 81, 82 all year round. You know, they even have like a place in one of the malls that has a ski resort inside the mall, because obviously there's no snow there. So they created a spot that's a resort that they make snow. It's crazy. Billions of dollars. The Burj Khalifa was the vision of Sheikh Khalifa Ibn Zayed, and it was his vision. And it's an engineering marvel. The Burj Khalifa, the palm, it's crazy. Do you think they want these crazy ass fucking mullahs running around in their country causing trouble and blowing things up because they got a bad attitude about Israel? Dude, these people don't even care about Israel. They got their own thing going on, and they're rich. They care about Israel. The only people who seem to have a stick up their ass about Israel is Americans. It's really bizarre. I'll go into that another time. But Qatar, they tell these people, all of your military officials, we want mullahs, all of y'all connected with any part of Iran, get out. We don't want you here. You're causing trouble. You're messing up my money. You messing up. That's the worst part. Y'all messing up people's money. Nobody has time for that bull crap. They got people who have already booked trips 6 months, a year in advance. Y'all messing up the money flow. Yeah, we're trying to get that paper over here. So there's that. High gas prices. Why don't we just segue a little bit into that? I guess we can do a WTF news in between to kind of soften the blow, because these are difficult subjects to talk about sometimes. Not for me, because I don't really care. I've been here the whole time, and I know that it's hey, let me is that it? No, it's hmm. Where is it? I know that I have it. Well, we can use this one as WTF news. How about that? This is what I talked about earlier today. One of the videos that I made, and this is now I mentioned the Colorado Sun earlier. Now the Daily Caller has hopped on board and written their own article. Colorado blows up budget to give illegals pregnancy care, costing 7 times more than thought. Yeah, this is making national news now, and it's very embarrassing because this dopey donuts governor over here is continually trying to prop up, oh, I've done such great things and Colorado's so great, and oh, we're the IT capital and the tech capital. No, you're not, bro. No, we're not. No, sorry. Sorry. That's retarded for him to even say that. He posted that on X today. Oh, I'm proclaiming today as like national tech being wonderful, welcoming back Colorado Day, or some stupid crap. It doesn't mean anything. This idiot. This is why you cannot let Democrats be in charge of shit, because they will destroy it. Palantir, I reported on that, left Denver. They had their headquarters in Denver for the longest. Palantir, yeah, that Palantir, that's got a $300 billion market capitalization. $300 billion freaking dollar tech company got up and left here overnight and moved to was it Texas or Tennessee, Florida? I think it was Florida. They moved to Miami, Florida. They were like, nope, peace out, bitches. I'm gone. You know why? Because these psycho crazy leftists here in Denver kept vandalizing their property and showing up protesting in front of the headquarters building. And then this new law went into effect. They were like, you know what? We're going to be up out. We're done. We've had it. We're done. And then, of course, this same idiot that I referred to, the cosplay individual pretending to be governor. Oh, well, I got a meeting set up. I'm trying to get a meeting with the CEO and with their teams and with their legal team. Bitch, they already gone. They already got real estate in Florida. You late. You late to the party as usual when the balloons don't have no helium in them no more. All the liquor is gone. The music is down to real low volume and it's elevator music. The party is over. The chips are down, idiot. Palantir already left. They're not coming back. So no, we're not a tech hub. Maybe it used to be, but commercial property, that's another whole discussion. All of these multi-million dollar commercial properties in Centennial, Greenwood Village in Denver, Tech Center, downtown Denver are selling for pennies on the freaking dollar. Why? Because Denver is freaking gone, bro. It's gone, and it ain't coming back. It ain't coming back with these Democrats in office. I'm going to tell you that right freaking now. Y'all might as well quit trying with your new fucking Broncos stadium. But where'd you get the money for that? It don't matter. They think they're going to get a Super Bowl here if they have the stadium enclosed. Nobody's coming here. Nobody's coming here. Nobody's coming here. They had to beg, borrow, and steal to get the All-Star games here. God, back in 2024, the All-Star game used to be in Atlanta every single year, every year. And all of a sudden, it came to Denver. That was Biden. That was under Biden. And now it's back in Atlanta, I think. Yeah, girl, Don't even bother. You made the right move going to Nebraska. Might be right behind you, because this place is just gone. It's just gone. Homeless everywhere. And this story, of course, here, I'm gonna make it so you can see it. How do you do that? Oh, there you go. Check this out. Dang, can I make it bigger so you can see it? I'll read it. Yeah, the headline was Colorado. This is the Daily Caller. Colorado blows up the budget to give illegals pregnancy care, costing 7 times more than thought. Yeah. A program to provide health care for pregnant illegals in Colorado is costing the state over 7 times its budget projections. Yeah, 611% higher than they thought. I have no idea why they thought it was only going to be $14.7 million to take care of all these hungry ass bastards, but in their anchor babies. But it actually turned out to be over $104 million. How do you make a mistake that big? Who are these budget people making these projections? What did they base it on? This is for 1 year, by the way. This is just 1 year. $104 million when Colorado is in a budget shortfall of like over $1 billion, $2 billion because of illegals and Democrats screwing up our money. And now they're just taking money. Everything that's not nailed down, the Democrats down there at the Capitol are making bill after bill after bill after bill. And that retarded governor is just signing them back and forth. The Democrats have the majority in the Colorado House. So it's hard as hell for conservatives to get anything passed. The program was launched in 2025, and it's called Covering All Coloradans or some bullcrap. It's basically illegals. Illegals. They might as well have just said it, because that's what it means. Covering all illegals. Launched in 2025 when money was appropriated by the state legislature. Yep, the same demons I just told you about. The state is now facing $1 billion budget shortfall. It's more than that, but whatever. Primarily due to programs like Covering All Coloradans. The Colorado Sun reported. Yeah. Yep. So blah, 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 blah. The state is expecting the program to cost over $127 million. That's even more than the $104 million that they projected for last fiscal year. Now, the 26-27 fiscal year, it's going to be $30 million more than, God, dog, get these hungry ass, Lord have mercy. Democratic Colorado Governor Squishy signed legislation in 2019 that declared Colorado was a sanctuary state. Yes, he did, and he was all too happy to do it. prohibiting state and local agencies from cooperating with United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement, which is ICE. Efforts to detain and deport illegals. In May of 2023, Republican Texas Governor Greg Abbott started busing illegal aliens to Denver to protest illegal immigration. I don't really blame him for doing that, because Colorado, when you say you're a sanctuary city, you say you're a sanctuary state, the illegals will come with their hungry ass to steal your shit. The U.S. District Attorney for the District of Colorado announced 2 indictments targeting 30 people tied to the Venezuelan prison gang Tren de Aragua. The pair of indictments came after a probe that started by investigating activity caught on video at an Aurora apartment complex in August of 2025. Yet that's the wrong date. It was the year before. Yeah, it was the year before. But yeah, let's not ever forget, this is the video they're talking about. Look at this. Look at these illegals. Look at this shit. Yeah, so that was Aurora, Colorado. Yep, Tren de Aragua, right here in Aurora, freaking Colorado. And yeah, girl, she said, next time I go, yep, yeah. Don't, whenever they ask you questions, don't say nothing. Load a translator app and just hold up the app to the nurse. Where does it hurt? Okay? Where does it hurt? Huh? Where are you hurting? Yes. Oh my God. Yeah, just pretend to be a fucking illegal. You'll get free health care. You don't even have to give them a name. They can't turn you away because, you know, hey, man. And yeah, they do. They have more children than American citizens do. So, oh yeah, by the way, the Democrats don't promote abortion to them because they just don't. It's against their religion. But Christians, kill them all. They don't. They don't care. They don't. They could care less. Yeah, girl. Show them. Pull up a translation ID and just put. Huh? Is anything broken? Huh? Just put the translator up there and transfer it in Swahili or some shit. God, it's a damn shame. It's, you know, it's really disgusting. But this is what we've come to as a country. This is what we've come to. They take better care of illegals than they do us, because that's just what they do. So yeah, let me get back to high gas prices, because I just went off on another rabbit trail, which is fine. It's fine. High gas prices. Let's start here. Let's start here. I'll show you. We want to talk about high gas prices because too many conservatives, I would say, are talking crap about high gas prices. Do I need to remind you about high gas prices? Okay, now let me preface this with this was under Biden. This news release was the 26th of July, 2022. And the title from the Treasury under Biden says the price impact of the Strategic Petroleum Reserve release. The first line is enough. I don't even need to read the rest of it. This was released by the Assistant Secretary for Economic Policy, Benjamin Harris, and the Deputy Assistant Secretary for Climate and Energy Economics, Catherine Wolfram. All of these jackasses are probably, they've been fired, and that department has been dissolved because it's stupid. To help address rising energy prices, they admit it. This was under Biden, remember, 2022. They admit the gas prices were high. They say energy prices. And to mitigate a shortfall in the production of oil owing to Russia's war in Ukraine, Biden, in March of this year, announced a historic release of oil from the SPR, Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Following this action, the Department of Energy is in the process of releasing 180 million barrels from the SPR over 6 months, while International Energy Administration partners are releasing an additional 60 million barrels. This blog presents analysis estimating the impact of this release on the price of retail gas in the United States. I'm going to stop it right there and put a pin in that. Okay? Now, let's go over to this Washington Examiner article from 2025, 16 January. Biden ends term with most expensive average gas prices in nation's history. Let me repeat that. Biden ends term with most expensive average gas prices in the nation's history. Gas prices are on the rise throughout the country, and it's only fitting that this is occurring during the last week of Biden's term. High gas prices started to plague this country less than 6 months after Biden was sworn in and were a staple of his residency with an R. Americans have been paying the price literally and figuratively since his first year. As such, when he leaves office on the 20th of January, Biden will have set multiple records regarding the cost of gas, and none of them good. First, he had the dubious distinction of being resident. Regular gas reached the highest national average price on record in June of 2022, when it was $4.29 a gallon average. Second, between January 2021 and December 2024, the average cost for a gallon of gas in the country was $3.45, according to the U.S. Energy Information Association. The most expensive price during a presidential term in U.S. history. Boom! Boom, bitches! Boom! Put a pin in that one, too. There are too many conservatives whining about the price of fucking gas. After what I just provided, because I'm bringing receipts, 4 years straight, the average price was $3.45 a gallon. 4 years straight. I remember because I complained about it on social media. And when I did, I got kicked off social media because they don't like you telling the truth about the Walking Dead resident who should have been at Shady Pines instead of on Pennsylvania Avenue at the White House. 4 years straight, we paid an average of $3.45 a gallon. 4 years straight. Before this bullcrap with Iran, I paid $1.78, $1.79 for fuel. I'm going to go back to something because I said put a pin in what I read you. Yes, he's playing the long game. He knows what he's doing. I'm not worried either, honey. And thank you for saying, Diddy girl. You and me both. That's why it pisses me off that people are squawking about high gas prices. Are you serious right now? Are you serious? Are you serious? I didn't hear none of y'all monkey ass complain during Biden. I didn't hear none of y'all complaining. And like I said, put a pin in what I showed you. I told you that the Department of Energy under Biden said issued this fake ass report that said to help address rising energy prices and mitigate a shortfall in the production of oil owing to Russia's war in Ukraine. Bitch, collapse. Anybody who believed that crap or who believes it now, you need a transorbital lobotomy. How would what's going on in Eastern Europe affect me in Colorado or Diddy girl in Nebraska or Joey over here in Indiana or Sarah in freaking Ohio? What does that have to do with me? The Biden under that was the Treasury. I'm sorry, I said the Department of Energy. The Treasury under Biden, they issued that bullshit report that literally said that the reason the price of gas is high is because of Ukraine and Russia's war on Ukraine. What does that have to do with? What did that have to do with me? I'm not in Ukraine. I'm not in Eastern Europe. We're not in Eastern Europe. Why did you? They literally lied to our faces for the whole time they were there. It was not due to a war in Ukraine. No, it wasn't. It was because they freaking felt like it. They needed a war. Biden needed a war. They needed a war so they could start open up the Ukrainian Laundromat LLC. They needed a war because they couldn't get Congress to give them all that money every 2 weeks. If there's no war, it wasn't our war, but it was a proxy war in Eastern Europe that cost us $10 trillion over 4 years. What do I have to do with Russia and Ukraine? What do you have to do with Russia and Ukraine? That's not here. That's got nothing to do with us. But they said it was, the Russian boogeyman, they might come over here. It's nonsense. If people would just think for a second, like, wait a minute, that ain't got nothing to do with me. The hell? What is that? What is that? That's like saying if you're in a what you call it, a covenant community, a HOA, that's like saying, well, this homeowner over here got pulled out all the carpeting in their house, and they got like this nice hardwood flooring. So like, because they got hardwood flooring, you're going to have to change your ceiling tile. What? To do with me? What are you But that's what they do. They play that Jedi mind trick to psych you out, to make you think that something somebody else does 6,000 miles away is directly affecting your house. But at the end of the day, it does affect your house, because they used it as a reason to raise gas prices. And by the way, OPEC sets the price for fuel. It's the OPEC, the Gold Coast countries, and of course the Bank of London. Kidding me? Shit. They're pissy because they can't bankrupt us anymore. They are highly pissed. They meaning the European Union, NATO, all the European countries, the Bank of England, the Bank of London. They are pissed. They're not making money. They're not making money. My God. President Trump even replaced them as the insurer of ships going through the Strait of Hormuz, the Strait of Hormuz. I think it's Hormuz. England tried to, because it's in this bank in some kind of company insured ships going through the Strait of Hormuz, and they said, no, we're not going to insure you anymore. And thank you, Promethean Action, for reporting on this. We're not going to insure you anymore. President Trump was like, okay, guess what? We have an insurance company right here in the good old United States, and we will insure your shipment, your cargo that gets to where you need to go. Go ahead and hook it up. Buy our insurance. We don't need England. We don't need London. They were like, oh. They had a nervous fucking breakdown. So much fun with this. Shoot. I freaking love President Trump, because he just, everything. They just think that the Lloyds of London. That's it. That's it, girl. You know it. That shit cracked me up so bad. That's it. Yes, the Lloyds. Can you imagine? Oh, my God, man. And what are we going to do with this orange man? What are we going to do? We haven't not insured a shipment in 300 years. Well, I don't know. Maybe y'all can learn the code. Oh, Lord have mercy. We have spent so much time in so many years apathetic. Like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, we just got used to being, oh, well, we can't have nothing. We got to get used to not having nothing. And the dudes were like, oh, well, these feminazis, I can't open the door for a woman. I can't tell her she looks nice. I can't, freaking crazy liberals. And I don't want to get one of these crazy hoes knocked up, because she ain't gonna never leave me alone. You are absolutely correct. So citizens became very apathetic and just very doom and gloom. And that's why we got these doomsayers right now who are doubting President Trump. It's like, bro, 10 years. Has he ever not done what he said he was going to do? Come on, man. Come on. I'm going to need you. I can't pull y'all big ass up a damn hill like a sack of potatoes. I can't do it. And yeah, orange is your favorite color. Well, good. So much fun with this. Dude, come on. We got used to just accepting these politicians and everything they were doing to us. And oh, well, I guess they're stealing from us again. Oh, well. Oh, well. Oh, well. Here's some more money. Oh, well. I didn't need it anyway, I guess. Oh, well. Now that President Trump is actually doing something and getting back at these individuals who have been terrorizing the Middle East and terrorizing and killing our people, by the way, and our soldiers and people who might have been living in Iran who are American citizens, they have been the target of these crazy people for 47 freaking years. Dude, it's time somebody has to stop this damn bully from slapping the poor kid and pulling his drawers up his crack and slapping him and stealing his damn lunch money. It's time to stand up to the bully and put them in their place and let them know who's running shit. When would we ever have another opportunity like this? I already know the answer. We wouldn't. Nobody else is going to go to bat for us to this degree. Nobody. I hate it for everybody, but this Donald Trump era is a gift. And oh, holy Jesus. I don't know what's coming after this, but I do know that they owe me for the diamonds that they stole. I know they stole the diamonds on in November of 2020. I know they stole diamonds. And like President Trump said, when you steal diamonds, you can't keep the diamonds. You got to give them back. Y'all owe me 4 more years, bitches. These are very extraordinary circumstances. We're in uncharted territory, but you stole an election. You stole it. Colorado, matter of fact, while this fat jelly roll ass loser, Secretary of State Jenna Griswold, keeps saying that everything's secure. This is the most secure. Colorado secure. These votes are secure. We got people living in Tehran that are voting in Colorado. How the freak does that happen, Jenna? How does that happen? We have evidence. They keep saying there's no evidence. There's no evidence. Yes. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. There is evidence that is being released on the regular. And I am convinced that they are holding on to what they have and that the evidence is continuing to be unearthed, surfacing, and that this RICO cases, these individuals will not be able to get out of it, and it's going to be out of the jurisdiction of these activist judges, because we can't have these individuals, all of this evidence against them because they literally stole the election, all of the evidence that has been gathered and the cases that have been formed against them and built and grand juries impaneled, and all of this work goes into this, and then you got some Nosferatu looking Jeb Bossberg that just throws it out, and then they walk. And then there's no double jeopardy. So you can't try them on the same shit. We can't have it. Something else is brewing in the background, because there's no way, as much as President Trump mentions Tina Peters, there's no way that he is going to just turn around during this presidency and allow these bastards to get away with what they've done to that woman. No way. No way this goes without them answering for what they did. My goodness. The dude working for Dominion during that time, Eric Coomer, literally testified in court that, okay, fine. Yeah, it was tied to the internet. Tabulating machines are not supposed to be Any voting machines are not supposed to be internet accessible. They're just for the purpose of tabulating. They're not for the purpose of some foreign country accessing the information. Oh, why don't we just freaking find it? Why don't we just find it? Because I did have more WTF news, but I think this is more. This deserves a little bit of. Oh, let's see. Let's see what we got going on here, because I saw this earlier. Well, here's part of it. I think we should listen to this because it's important. Because if nothing else, it exonerates us, because they've been saying all this time that we're conspiracy theorists, we're election deniers, and we're this and we're that. And yeah, Diddy girl, I hear you. They already tried once. They tried once. But God's protected her. So this is Lindell TV, and we're going to listen to this right quick because this matters. Well, where is it? So I can play. Oh, okay.
January 27th, 2026, the basic former Dominion employee Eric Coomer lie in order to secure.
Hold on. Sorry. How in the world do you do this? Oh, there it is. Sorry. There we go.
The indictment of President Donald Trump and former Dominion employee Eric Coomer lie in order to secure the indictment of President Donald Trump and Fonnie Willis's Georgia RICO case.
Yep.
That's what a new motion filed recently in the Coomer versus Byrne case alleges. According to the petition requesting to unseal Coomer's recent deposition in the Florida lawsuit, Byrne's lawyers write that, quote, on January.
When she says Byrne, she's talking about Patrick Byrne. Remember, he's involved in this as well.
January 27th, 2026, the plaintiff, Dr. Coomer, was deposed. Dr. Coomer's testimony comprised statements of fact either publicly known or statements entirely contrary to his previous prior sworn testimony and other court proceedings. Notably, irreconcilable differences exist between the January 27th deposition testimony of Dr. Coomer and previous testimony provided by Dr. Coomer to the same grand jury that indicted President Donald J. Trump and many others in Fulton County, Georgia. A true and correct copy of the unsealed June 14th, 2022 grand jury proceeding transcript of Dr. Coomer in the Superior Court of Fulton County, Georgia is attached hereto and marked as Exhibit A, end quote. Here is Exhibit A, the transcript from Coomer's grand jury testimony in the RICO case. And as you can see, he explicitly says he did not have access to the machines.
Bullshit.
He stated that he, quote, don't have and never have even the technical capability to be able to compromise all the security and processes that are in place that would be needed to effect an election, end quote. That's Dr. Cooper's words then, okay? But Byrne's attorneys allege that based on his more recent testimony in the Byrne defamation case deposition that happened in January of this year, his grand jury testimony, they allege, was not truthful. They also allege that Dominion CEO John Poulos committed perjury on that issue as well before the Michigan State Senate. So just to put this in perspective, okay, Byrne's attorneys are saying that when testifying in the Georgia RICO case, Dr. Coomer, they're alleging, well, we know he said that he didn't have remote access, right? He said he didn't. So did Dr. Coomer lie in order to help Fani Willis obtain a grand jury indictment of a former sitting president, along with so many others, like Dr. John Eastman?
Mm-hmm. So that was, here, let me find the other one. That was the 2nd of March, I do believe. And, oh, did I tell it to stop doing that? Oh, there I go. Well, let me see how to do this. Good grief. I'll figure this out now. Anyway, that was Lindell TV. Now, that post was from the 2nd of March. More recently, like today, there's been some back and forth on this issue. Well, is this the one? There was another one. Where is the other one? There was a post about like an exit, an egress, okay, let me see. This is the skiff. This is 4 minutes ago. These are really important. So I'm going to talk about these. Let's see. The skiff just posted this on X. The 2020 election was stolen. Dominion voting machines were always able to be accessed remotely, and no hacking was required, as it is a feature engineered into its operating system. So it's not a bug, as Jenna Griswold tried to say. It's a bug. No, it's a feature. I said that in 2021. Eric Coomer, former director at Dominion Voting Systems, latest deposition, testified about its remote access capabilities. These machines are an enormous national security threat to our country and must be removed from our elections. This is the skiff on X. And this is his testimony versus Patrick Byrne. He sued Patrick Byrne on the 27th of January. Quote, there were remote desktops, but they were direct. As far as my understanding of the implementation, there were remote desktops like at the city warehouse, and they were direct fiber lines run from the city warehouse into the central office. So there was some more back and forth today, but this recent testimony is contrary. What she was trying to say was contrary to what had been alleged and not alleged, but testified in previous court document or previous court testimony. So like what he said a few months ago is not, or when this started, is not the same thing that he's saying now. So now it's like, oh, the proof is coming out that these machines have been accessed by remotely. We'll just say that. They're not supposed to. We had when I worked for the feds, we'd have tabulators. Tabulators just were counting machines. They were just, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 documents, 11, 12, 13. They were tabulators, and they counted. They're just counters. They don't do that. They were in no way hooked to anything. They were dummy machines. They just did what they were built to do, and that was to record numbers. That's it. They weren't connected to anything. We couldn't hook a Wi-Fi system to them. That's what voting machines are supposed to. But that has not been the case, even though they've said that that's the case. That's not been the case. So I had to get to that. Sorry, but back to the gas prices, just because, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Gas prices are high. Yep, I know. I just got some fuel earlier. Yeah, it's high. When you're crushing the diamonds, the earth puts pressure on something that comes out to be precious and valued, like peace, like freedom, like strength. You got these people who have been used to being bullies for 47 freaking years against their own people. They're shooting their own people dead on the street. They've been used to putting people's arms behind their back, like Slim Slacks Obama, who gave them cash, military plane loads full of cash, just full of, hey, making it rain. Yeah. Hey, what's up? What's up? Here you go. Here you go. Just paying them to shut up, paying them not to release information, paying them to keep them quiet, paying them to keep them happy. We all seen the image of him bending down to the Mullahs. He's Muslim. So of course, he thinks that dude is God. So he's been passing out money, and that's our money. That's not his money. That fool was broke, poor as Job's turkey when he started. Under $3 here in Nebraska. That's good. Yeah, we're still up around like it was $3.45 today. It just depends on where you are, I think, too. California is still, if it's high here, then it's just astronomical. You probably got a mortgage house to get gas in California. But this is temporary. You got to get through this to get through to the diamonds. And this is a geopolitical chess game. And it's not a game, but President Trump is putting these things in place so we don't have to deal with these crazy motherfuckers no more. That's the goal. Get rid of these freaking mullahs, the crazy people, because Iran they used to be in the Q drops, by the way. And yeah, I'm one of them. So this, it's like, dang, this is like Delta after Delta. This stuff is coming to pass now. We got to get to the point that we don't have these crazy people in the Middle East. The president has a vision. He has a vision. The man is a visionary. Elon Musk, visionary. These are visionaries. Okay. They see a profit, a beautiful Middle East, and people just getting along. Stop fighting. Make some money, bro. Why y'all fighting? Make some bread, yo. You got money. You got oil, man. Y'all can sell this oil. Y'all got money. You can keep some money. Make money, not war. What are y'all doing? Stop all this nonsense, because y'all been depending on the United States decades. We ain't gonna be able to help you no more, bro. Y'all gonna have to stand on your own 2 feet. That's what's happening with the UK. That's what's happening with the European Union. That's what's happening with NATO. President Trump is cutting ties with these people because they ain't nothing but a damn, like I said, dragging a giant 50-pound bag of potatoes up a steep hill. We can't carry y'all no more. Y'all ain't trying to help yourself. You got all these crazy Muslims from the Middle East and sub-Saharan Africa raping little girls, rape gangs. Tommy Robinson exposes it. He gets thrown in prison, and they damn near beat him to his socks. He's out. He's still, thank God for X. He gets to talk about what's going on across the planet. y'all ain't trying to help yourselves in the United Kingdom. How the hell can we help you? Well, how you gonna help yourself? We can't yet. We have been paying you since the Marshall Plan after 1945, fool. We can't carry you no more. Damn, dude, it's 2026 and y'all still want money every month? Y'all got the Bank of London over there. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Y'all control the Federal Reserve here while Jerome Powell, Romy Rome, refuses to lower the interest rates. It's all kinds of shit going on. It's crazy shit going on everywhere. He has got to set up so people, he sees the Middle East, Gaza Strip, beautiful. He sees shit, BlackRock and Vanguard, they already going in there with plans to rebuild it. It's going to be a beautiful oasis on the beautiful, what is that, the Arabian, not the Arabian Ocean, the Sea of Galilee, just beautiful. That Mike, God bless you. What's up, my brother? What's going on? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Man, I try to encapsulate this because it's a lot of moving parts to this. And people are, wasn't the Epstein files. Bitch, I'll slap you in the face. Ain't nobody thinking about that shit right now. I don't care. Y'all ain't say nothing about no Epstein files for 4 presidencies, like Pam Bondi said in a press conference. I think it was yesterday or today. 4 presidencies, ain't nobody had nothing to say about anything. Now that Trump is in there, all of a sudden, we want the files. We want the files. We want the files. Okay, fine. They released 3 million freaking files that's got to go through 7 million lawyers and be combed through from the bottom to the top to the bottom, and you still ain't satisfied. I'm still seeing people in the Epstein. Shut your bitch ass up. What are you gonna do when you know the truth? You ain't gonna do nothing. You're not going to do anything. You're going to go crawl in the corner and figure out what else you can whine and bitch and moan and complain about. Shut up. We got the midterms coming up. President Trump knows what he's doing, dog. Damn, he got shit going on everywhere. You got Cuba now. Mr. President, can you help us? Can you help us? Negro, damn. Who else? We trying to get... We still got all these illegals in here. We trying to get these bastards out of here so we can have some money for ourselves. They done stole $5 trillion from us the last 4 years. Bro, that's why he's trying to get this issue with these the Middle East, get that piece over to get these people handled straight now. Okay, we got the building over here, so these people these countries and these regions can become self-sufficient. When they are self-sufficient, we don't have to be giving them all of our money. And you wonder why the price of everything has gone through the roof. It's because of these socialist communist policies where we're propping up the whole flipping planet and we ain't got enough for ourselves, dude. We only taking in $3 trillion, $4 trillion a year from the tax receipts. And that ain't enough because they loaning out 10 trillion to take care of illegals and give Ukraine $500 billion. By the way, they're building a fantabulous ski resort. I mention it often because people don't talk about it enough. It is called the Goro Resort, Goro. Look it up. Probably not on Google. You're not going to find it because they don't want you to know. 20 luxury hotels on this ski resort. Aspen, Colorado don't even have that many luxury hotels, and it's Aspen. We can't keep giving all our money away, bro. What are we supposed to have left? That's why the state of Colorado is in a panic right now because they done took care of illegals for 4 years, and now they don't know where they're going to get the money from because Trump ain't giving them no federal money. You ain't getting not another dime until you release Tina Peters. You damn straight. Even Phil Weiser's ugly ass said it in one of his videos today. He's got a grudge because we won't release Tina Peters. Oh, yeah, thank you for noticing. And yep. Y'all put that through hell the last 10 years. You drug him through cold courtrooms for the last 4, trying to put him in prison for 700 years. You think he doesn't have a grudge? I have a grudge. grudge for what you did to me. It's a grudge. It's retribution. Yep. And it's just good business practice not to give out all your money to somebody else and not keep any for yourself. How are you supposed to eat when you're giving away everything to somebody else all the time? How are we supposed to have anything? These people, that's why all these apartment complexes went up so fast over the last 4 years, is because there was a replacement plan. They were going to replace us, including Black folks. Just so Black people are keenly aware, they were trying to replace your Black ass with the illegal aliens. That's why they built all these apartments everywhere. Everywhere you go, apartments. I know it's like that in Colorado. Apartment. You will own nothing and you will be happy. Remember Klaus Schwab said that? Huh? Because I do. A nation of renters. And we'll give all the good stuff and the nice FHA loans to the illegals, which they did. While your Black ass is still sitting on there on the Section 8 waiting list for 7 years, your kids are already damn near adults, and you still ain't getting no Section 8 because the illegals were getting it. But you still vote Democrat. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. So President Trump is putting these different things into place, including hemispheric defense. This is the Americas. This is the Western Hemisphere. We are going to be concerned after we get all this other bullshit order. By the way, gas prices are high a little bit. Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah. But they were high for 4 years under Biden. I think you can tolerate a couple of 3 months. I think you can tolerate a couple of 3 months to get this Iran situation handled in order, and it is coming together. It is coming together. It is in order. Don't even trip. So he's getting that out of the way, because that was the puzzle piece to the last one. That was the holdout in the Middle East that was keeping all the mess going and keeping all the, they were funding Hezbollah, Hamas, and they were funding all of this crazy racket over there. So you just couldn't have a moment of peace. We need these people to get on and stop with the ancient grievances. It's not doing them any good. Y'all been fighting since Jesus walked the earth. It's time to stop, dude. Make some money. Don't y'all want to go get that bag? Dang. Stop fighting for 5 seconds. Just get some money. Don't you want some money? So, like I said earlier, Qatar was like, get the freak out. Get out of here. We don't want you here. Miss Martha Johnson, God bless you. I appreciate you too. Thank you. Thank you. We don't want all your, like Diddy girl called it, your riffraff. We don't want your riffraff here running around screaming and hooping and hollering and blowing shit up. We don't need that. I showed you the beautiful Burj Khalifa. They have this beautiful, the tallest structure in the world. My goodness gracious. The Burj Khalifa is a 7-star hotel. I didn't even know that was a thing. Do you think they want these crazy people over there? What? Go somewhere with that. We don't want that here. No. Nope. This is an exclusive club up in here. There is a cover charge, and you better be dressed to impress to get in this club. And even inside the club, there's a velvet rope, and you ain't getting behind it if you coming up in here all toe down, crashing out and crazy. We don't need you here. No, cuz we gonna throw your ass across the street at the door. You ain't even getting in. You ain't getting near this club. They don't want that. They want to rebuild Gaza Strip you notice where are all the Palestinians protesting? Where are all the what you call it, Columbia University and all these NYU and these universities? Where they at? Where they at? I don't hear any free Palestine. I don't hear any free Palestine bullshit no more. Because Palestine is free, thanks to Donald Trump, of course. So where they at? Lord, I'm gonna just bring poor Greta Thunberg. She don't know. What is she? She put out something a day or so ago, whining. First it was climate change. Since she was like 15, 16 years old, running across the world, you screeching at America and collecting checks on her way out. And then she went to Palestine. That fizzled out because Palestine is free. She said the other day, God, this girl is insufferable. These people are insufferable. They're not happy unless they're whining. And then they got this another no brains rally. They say no kings. I say no brains. Coming up at the end of this month. For what? What are you? The world is a vampire. Oh, God Almighty. It's something. So President Trump knows what he's doing. He is and the military are conducting, I don't like to say war necessarily, exercises to get things in order so we can eliminate these issues and we don't have to deal with these Iranian crazy people anymore, because the actual Iranian people, who are the Persians, they want peace. They want to be left alone. They don't want to be subjugated anymore. They have been under subjugation for almost 50 years. Iran used to be beautiful. It was a beautiful country. It was very liberal, by the way, before the Islamicists took over. The Islamists, whatever. Before they took over, Iran was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was very liberal. The women walked around, they wore whatever they wanted. It's crazy. Like right before in the 70s is when that all changed. It's because they showed up and started imposing Sharia law on people. And, it's real, girl. It's crazy. People don't know that history because, even the kids who are in Gen Zers, of course they don't know. They weren't even thought of. But there was a time when Iran was free. Hold on. I'm about to show you. Iran was free. Hold on. Before, yeah. Let's see this. Okay, here's a good one. I'm going to play this one. Okay, I'll let the commercial play. Hold on. Let's look at this real quick. And it's just Iran before the Islamic takeover. Here, I'll prove it. Diddy girl, you'll anybody who's a Gen Xer or before, check this out.
Iran, a country brimming with energy, exploding with construction and development, a dynamic state with a thriving capital.
What? Girls wearing short skirts.
Iran today, women even playing soccer, symbol of a radical revolution against deep-rooted taboos, habits, prejudices.
Look at that.
Iran, a unique endeavor.
She'll be beat in the street. Look, women driving cars.
In an age when so many monarchies perished and Mohammad Reza Shah had ascended to the throne, Iran still adheres to her constitutionalist traditions. With the oldest constitution in all Asia, she still remains a monarchy. Symbol of the new role of women in Muslim Iran is the active participation of Farah, the Shah Banu, in representing the dynasty, the state. She's in charge of whole sectors of national life, particularly in the fields of social activities, art, and culture. The number of children in primary schools has risen from 1.7 million to 4.1 million. In high schools, from 326,000 to almost 2 million. Of 152,000 students in higher education, about 1/3 are women.
Wow.
In 1975, at Tehran University, 44% of all graduates in medicine were women.
Wow.
47% in pharmacology, as well as in social sciences, and 55% in education. Oil, the basis of Iran's wealth. The oil boom offering new opportunities, new challenges for the country's development. Steel mills built by the Russians, partly in exchange for delivery of natural gas to the Soviet Union. Iranian assembly and manufacturing plants already produce the greater part of vehicles.
Wow.
Year. Yet, as everywhere in Iran, most of the country's 60,000 villages are isolated from the outside world, the greater part of them strewn over Iran's high plateau and mountains. Since students from the regular universities could not stand the hardships of nomadic life, tribesmen were trained at special faculties. They are wandering with the tribes, teaching 70,000 children a year in Iran's mobile schools, the schools of the white tents. The hearts of the Persians are still in the ruins of Persepolis, the ancient capital built in 520 BC by Darius, 230 years later burned by Alexander of Macedonia. In 1971, Iran celebrates her 2,500th birthday as a nation, as a state, and as a monarchy, the oldest monarchy in the world with the youngest dynasty. But looking back to the empire of Cyrus, of Darius, of Xerxes, throughout the centuries, on the ruins of old towns, new ones were erected. And again, on the remnants of these, layer on layer, in this country so often invaded. During these thousands of years, the Iranians were often conquered, yet never colonized. So they remained a proud people, conscious of their history and of their heritage. This ancient land's armed forces today continually equipped with the latest weapons. Iran's military strength has aroused suspicion even in the West. It should be remembered, however, that Iran again and again in her history has been unable to resist so many foreign invasions because of her military weakness. The Shah, here with Egypt's Sadat, has learned his lesson.
That was Anwar Sadat. former Egyptian President Anwar Sadat. Iran was a beautiful, thriving, advanced, innovative country. And 1979, I think it was, when the Islamists came in and took over, everything changed. And it's unrecognizable now. So President Trump is freeing the Persian people. We got to get that in order. Was it 79? Okay. We got to get that in order because there are some issues that need to be resolved. Look, countries owe us money. I'm just going to be really blunt. Venezuela owes us money. We took in, 20 million of their people in 4 years, 5 million for real. 50 million came in between 2021 and 2025. And 5 million of them or so were Venezuelan. So not only were we still sending money to Venezuela through wire transfers and through USAID under Biden, but we took in all their people. Most of their people came to the United States. And we supported them. We paid for everything for them, and they owe us money. So don't bitch, moan, and complain about President Trump taking over or at least managing the situation concerning the very rich oil country there. Why do you think we're building a brand new refinery here in Texas? Because Venezuelan crude oil is very sluggish, very thick and gummy. I used to work in oil and gas. I wish I missed working. I shouldn't have never left to go work for the federal government. I should have stayed in oil and gas. Anyway, Venezuela has dirty crude. It's hard to refine, and it takes a special refinery and special equipment to refine it. So we're building one for the first time in like 50 years in Texas. All these pieces are coming together. President Trump knows what the hell he's doing. Stop complaining about high gas prices. It's like losing weight. You know, you got a goal, you want to get to it, but it's going to be painful, and you're going to have to work hard every day to get to that goal. And by the time that you lose all that weight, you keep looking at that picture of you when you could fit into a size 2, and you just keep staying on that treadmill. You just keep working it out, keep working it out, keep working it out, because you know that's what you want to get to. That's what we're doing right now. We're working it out, bro. We're walking it out. We're working it out. We're going to get there. President Trump is going to help us get there. He doesn't have a lot of time to do it. Clock is ticking, and we're still fighting against our own citizens who are in the Senate who won't even pass the Save America Act, so we can stop all these illegals from voting and these Democrats from stealing elections every 10 minutes. It's a lot of moving parts. Don't worry about it. The president's got it. We got to help him in any way we can, because he can't do it all, but he's getting it from all sides. So don't worry about the high gas price. We paid high gas prices for 4 years straight under Joe Biden. I proved it. I showed it to you. The gas prices are still there under the archives under OPEC. You can still see it. You ain't got to believe me. Go look. Go look at the gas prices when Trump was in there the first time, and we were paying like $1.60 a gallon for gas, even through the damn pandemic. Excuse you, but Trump brought this economy back during a worldwide freaking pandemic. I think he can handle this part. This is not an overnight thing. He has been planning this for a long time, and it's pissing off these crazy Democrats because everything is emotion. It's craziness. It's crashing out stupidity. They're insane. They can't strategically plan anything. It's just, what did he do today? Well, I'm doing this. They're nuts. They're nuts. They have no plan to help Americans. It's all about fight Trump, get Trump, get Trump. What do you have to offer as a politician in the next election? Get Trump. How am you gonna help me pay my grocery bill? I'm gonna get Trump. How are you gonna help me pay my car payment, my rent, my mortgage, my gas, my lights, and my water bill? Get Trump, get Trump, get Trump. These are the stupidest politicians in the history of life. That's all they have to offer you is get Trump. How helping me pay my bills? Anyway. Yeah, I guess ICE will be helping patrol the polling stations. I guess they will. And I guess I will be bringing them coffee and donuts and shit every single day. Oh, sorry. My bad. Sorry. Colorado the elections, it's like the counting is like 6 weeks. Election day, 1 day. 1 day. Paper ballots, voting 1 day. That's exactly right. He said it on Oprah in like 82. He said it years ago. He has said it on talk shows. Bro, he knows what he's doing. Chill out. Chill out. Do your part. Do your part. Do your part. That's do what you do. Do your part. All right, I'm out of here. We're going on almost 2 hours. But I'm glad to see you guys. I'm glad to be back on here. Just, got a lot going on. But I will get on more because there's so much going on. We got to keep each other updated, and y'all bring what you know, because we got to share and keep each other updated. And we are the digital soldiers, and we are doing God's work. And we are soldiers in the army of God himself. We are fighting against literal evil. Y'all keep each other prayed up, and pray for our president, our country, and the soldiers. They were brought home today and laid so that they can be laid to rest. And y'all know how that is close to my heart. I'm a military Gold Star widow, and I know those military funerals, and they are, I don't know if I can do another one. So pray for their families, because bro, it should be even more motivation. We got to get this done, and it's got to be done quickly. And these retarded Democrats, you're not going to ruin my 250th year of American independence. I'll tell you that right now, you dirty bastards. Anyway, happy WTF Wednesday. We'll be back to see what the heck's going on. Oh, God, because it just keeps changing. But thank you. Thank you. Truly, I am passionate about what I do and saving this country, because God has given us this gift, and we got to treat it as such. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. God bless you, Mike. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, my dog. I appreciate you. Good night, my darling. Good night. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you guys for coming. And we will see you later. Love, peace, and hair grease from the south, north, and west to the Middle East.